Welcome back. Powers and I have returned the next morning to try to finish up on this little Honda FG100 four-stroke tiller. And as I said yesterday, bite my tongue off if I ever agree to work on one of these things again. It is so inconvenient and hard to work on. Let me bring you up a little closer and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I have had the cover, this plastic cover, on and off of this thing 3 or 4 times. Every time you put it back on, something is not quite right. I've had to reconfigure where this spark plug wire went. It's got this little muffler extension here with a tiny little screw that holds it on. And this muffler diverts the flow of the exhaust out the side over here. And you cannot get the cover off without removing that and the little tiny screw. And the little tiny screw falls down inside the muffler guard. So you got to take the case completely off, remove the muffler guard, find the little tiny screw, and I finally came and drilled a hole through the plastic over here on the other side where I could put the damn little screw in without it falling down and getting lost. Another thing that's inconvenient is this case is held on with some long 8mm screws. There's one that's right here. There's another one in the same location on the other side. They're so small and there's so little room, you have to end up using an open-end wrench like this to get the dead-gum bolts out of it. And that's slow. That's real time-consuming. And I also, after I set the valves, I'm pretty sure that the oil that's blowing and slobbering out of this thing everywhere, it's all coming out of this breather tube that hooks right in here to the valve cover. So it's probably overfilled, despite the fact it didn't look like it was overfilled to me. And when we start it up again, I'm going to hope it's blown out all the oil that's overfilled and maybe it'll behave itself and act normally. But let me finish putting it back together. I got to put the recoil back on it and hook the carburetor up and the airbox shroud there. And I'll turn you back on when I'm ready to give it a few pulls. We're working on it. These little drill masters from Harbor Freight are just the best. They've got a rocker switch so you can make them go forward or backwards without switching any kind of a lever. I've got 2 of them and I use them all the time. Well, we're mostly back together here. think we are ready for a pull. I'm going to put the choke on. Prime and pull. Got gas in the tank. It's not encouraging. Ignition is on. She's popping. Make sure you're in a good angle here. Doesn't want to idle by itself. Let me turn the idle up a little bit, see if that helps any. There's 3 turns. Choke off. Still doesn't want to start. There's 6 turns. Yeah. Starting to like this a little better. Much quieter than it was yesterday, when it had no valve clearance. Still idling a little low. Better. Looks like we're good to go here. Hope this video helps someone. Thanks for watching.